Hello guys, this is Radio 69501 and welcome to my video. Well, the comic that gonna display, we all know that we're going back to the 90s, but not just I'm gonna show you the comic book. I got something that I found that I forgot that I had. So I'm going to show it to you. So the comic that I'm going to display, well, is the type of comic book that, remember that magazine, Wizard magazine, back in the 90s? Well, each month there used to be a coupon on the inside. And, well, you fill out that coupon and send it by mail with, I think it was $5, I think it was. I don't even remember. And you will get a exclusive comic book that was exclusively made for Wizard. And those comic books were called Wizard Half. So the one I'm going to show you is Fantastic Four Wizard Half. Check out that cover. Check that out. Awesome, huh? You know, the kind of cover that you just go, oh yeah. Check that out. And also on the back, it has the certificate of authenticity. Check that out. Awesome cover. Look at it. Okay. So, since this side of your screen, we have a comic book, so this side can empty. So I'm gonna display another comic book, so that way, you know, you will see the full picture. Aha! So the other one is Wolverine issue Wizard Half. Now this is another, oh yeah, cover. Check that out. Awesome. The front cover and the certificate of authenticity. Check that out. Awesome. Okay, stay there. Kind of windy today. Well, it's not kind of windy. It is windy. Name my coffee. I love coffee. Yeah. So, on my last video, I think, on my last video that I uploaded this week on my thoughts and reviews for last week's comic book. Well, before I get to that, today's Tuesday and tomorrow is Wednesday, comic book Wednesday, the best day of the week. Well, tomorrow is not going to be the best day of the week for me because it won't be a comic book Wednesday for me. Nope. I'm not gonna be able to pick up my comic books this week. So I'm gonna pick them up next week, which that make double stack, fat stack of comics. Ouch. So no comic book Wednesday for me for tomorrow. It sucks. But what can I do? I'm gonna be busy all week, so I'm not gonna have a chance to go pick them up. So I already called my comic book shop, so they can save my comic book of this week for next week. So I will have double stack of comics. Yep. So, I was talking about my previous video about when I found that comic book, Tiger God. So the thing is that I also found a comic book. Well, kind of like a comic book. It's a large comic book. It's a big comic book. Don't believe me. You just wait that I show it. It's real big. And not just that it's big. It's just that I think that this is gonna be like a memory lane video. Because when I saw that comic book that I'm going to show you in a few, and what I found on the inside, I mean between the pages, which I also forgot that I had. I mean, actually, I forgot that I had that humongous, that big comic book, and what I had saved between the pages, which I forgot. You know, I mean, it's nice. Sometimes it's nice to go through stuff, between the boxes, and you get to find stuff that you forgot that you had. Well, like in my case, I forgot that I have what I'm going to show you. And I have so many stuff that is not even funny, and which eventually gonna make videos about it. But first I had to organize myself, and all that. So what I'm gonna show you, like I said, we are going to glue the memory lanes. I mean, some of you read comic books back in the 90s, so some of you might be happy about it when I show it to you. If some of you that never read comic book back in the 90s, you might go like, whoa, really? That's so cool. And a little bit of everything between. Okay, the one I'm going to show you is from Marvel Comics. I bought it back in I think I bought it in 1984, although the cover says 1983. But I believe I bought it back in 1984 or 85. No, I believe it was 1984. 1984. I was a kid. I think I was 15 back then. 14. Yeah, I think I was 14. No, not 14. I think I was 15 or 16 years old. I believe so. I was a kid anyway. I'm still a kid anyway. At heart. So the comic that I'm going to show you is the official Marvel Comics tryout. You never guessed what was going to be. So here it is. Look at it. Check that out. Look at that. It's kind of big. I told you it was big comic book. Check that out. Here's the front cover and the back cover. And I know that Ardawi, he is a big fan of them. So Ardawi, this one's for you. Check that out. And here's the front cover again. It just is so awesome. Look at it. So, I mean, I'm going to make a video about it. I mean, I'm going to show you everything from the front cover or the page on the inside all the way to the back cover. It's going to be a short video. Well, basically what it is that it tells you the basic of inking, drawing, layouts, basically a little bit of everything. Yeah, I did a couple of pages of inking and coloring, and it's just awesome. Look, I'm going to show you some pages on the inside here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this page. And look at this one too. Look at that. Look at it. Well, wait a minute. Okay, my things laid out this way. So cool. Look at that. I remember that I found this, I think was on the back of a comic book, but I don't remember what comic book it was, nothing. All I know that is 1983. At least this was published back in 1983. And this is done by John Romita Jr. At least the cover. I don't know if this is a part of a comic book that actually got published or what. I don't know. But it's kind of cool. I mean, I mean, looking at this, you can tell how different the comic book nowadays are made, how they used to be before. I mean, before it used to be a little bit more simple, but now, you know, with different angles and more dramatic pages or panels, for that matter. You know. So and also show you it got some ink work that you just have to color it, and some pages that they already been penciled blue, they've been blue, so that way you can ink it and all that. You know, I tried, and there's some pages where you're supposed to give the lettering. Well, my lettering here is really bad. Oh my god. That was a hit. What the heck? And I show you also has a page where the script is, or how it's done. You know, it's interesting. And also, what I was going to show you was that inside of these pages of the book, there were some mini posters. There was a stack of mini posters. And the mini posters were from this magazine. Remember Wizard magazine? Well, that's where all those mini posters came. I got it from. Now I don't remember why I saved them. I don't know if I said that I saved them because they look cool, or I was thinking to put them on a frame to put on the wall. Well, I don't even remember why I did it. But all I know is that I have it, and I forgot that I had it. That's why I say a few minutes ago that it's always look to, you know, look at the boxes, check everything inside, because you might forget something that you have, you know. And let's start with the memory lane. For some of you that have read comics back in the 90s. So the first mini poster I'm going to show you is June 13. Now this is awesome. Check that out. Look at it. Just awesome. And this one is Pip. Look at it. With a lot of teeth. And on the back they used to print a calendar, and each day of that month they will draw a bunch of cartoons of different superheroes, kind of like a mini story, kind of like that. Check that out. Now this one will look good on the frame. Famous Pip. You know, the artist of this book used to draw Incredible Hulk from the 80s to mid-90s, all the way till Image was created. So Dale Keown, he was the artist of Incredible Hulk. I don't remember if he was also the writer. But all I know is that he was the artist of Incredible Hulk. He was famous back then. He was he was big back in the 90s when he used to do Hulk. But then when he decided to do Pip, it got more awesome. But the books used to take long to be delivered, because he used to do everything. So I guess he didn't have any help from nobody else. So I mean, it used to take long. It was a good story. I have the full series though. I think I got maybe there's one or two comics that I'm missing. Check that out. And this one looks so nice on a frame. No, I don't know what it is about the X-Men back in the 90s, but they used to be so cool. The X-Men back in the 90s, except for the TV show. I mean, the TV show back in the 90s, they were good. In a sense, I like the story. But the animation wise and the fight scene, not at all. I mean, not to me. I like more Batman fight scene back in the 90s. The first Batman animated series, that was an awesome show. The X-Men TV show animated series was good, story-wise, but the animation and the music, I don't know, just, I don't know, just, I wasn't that crazy about X-Men animated series at all. So this one here, we got all the X-Men plus some members of X-Factor. Oh yeah, check out this. This will look so awesome on the frame. Check that out. Just awesome. Look at that. This one is Wolverine and Sabretooth. If I'm not mistaken, back in the 90s, they were speculating that Sabretooth was the father of Wolverine. I know. I don't know if the speculation came out on the books or the Wizard magazine, but I remember that. You know, everybody was like, "Whoa, Sabretooth and Wolverine, father and son." You know, some of them they were like awesome, and some of them they were like, eh. So this will look also good on the frame. Check that out. And this one, for those of you that, you know, looking at this mini poster, I really like this storyline. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't that bad at all. And it was done by Danger. It's the two Superman versions, one red Superman and the blue Superman. It was kind of cool, you know. Look at it. And on the back, we got the calendar. Now this one will look nice on the frame, I think. I think that will look nice on the frame. Maybe. Now this one, well, this one is a kind of comic book that you just go, wow. Oh yeah. Nice. And I'm talking about Lady Death. Check that out. Awesome. Now this one looks good on the frame. Oh yeah. Look at it. And on the back we got a superhero named, well, it was called X. Just like that. X, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember from what company. I never read it, so I don't know what it's about. The little bit that I read about X back then, I think that he was kind of like a Punisher, kind of. So I don't know. I never read anything about X. Yeah, you know, this is a cool. It's a cool mini poster of X, but I like more Lady Death. Oh yeah. The next one is, well, we got all the Batman here. We got Bane, the new Batman, Azrael, and Robin. And it's done by Quesada and Palmiotti. Check that out. Awesome, huh? And remember from Image, Super Patriot? Check that out. From Image. That was a, you know, was a no advertising. Never read it. I don't think that have a Super Patriot comic book. Although if I'm not mistaken by the art style, I can tell that it was done by Erik Larsen. Yeah, I think it's done by Erik Larsen. The famous Super Patriot. And this one is Vampirella. Check that out. Vampirella. And this mini poster came from the other magazines called Hero Magazine or Hero Interview Magazine. It has a little bit interview here of the artist, I believe so. Look at that. But this is nice. Yep. And the next one is Spawn. And this is done by Tony Daniels. Just so awesome. Look at that. And it's done by Tony Daniels. Look at that. And also on the back it has like a full page of a comic book, which I believe it was done by Tony Daniels also. But just so awesome. Check that out. Nice. This is done by Blake Capullo also. This is Spawn and Angela. Check that out. And this one on the back, I think is called, what's the name of this guy? Overkill, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's called Overkill. Yeah. If I'm mistaken, let me know. Okay. This is nice. This is nice. And the other one, now this this is so awesome. Like I said, I mean the X-Men back in the 90s, they were so cool. They were so cool back then. Nowadays, I mean, back in the 90s, excuse me, back in the 90s, there were only 2 books. X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. That was it. And then, yeah, we got X-Force, X-Factor, X this, and X that, and X that. But the main books were X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. Nowadays, we got a bunch of X everywhere. So, check this poster out. So awesome. Look at that. Look at that. And the calendar on the back. Nice, huh? This one is, well, this is another, oh yeah, Wolverine. Check that out. And with the calendar on the back of December. Check that out. So cool. And this one, this one we got, oh, this is nice. This is the JLA. Excuse me. This is nice. Check this out. So nice. And look at the back cover. This is nice. And this one is for some of you that are big fan of Deadpool. Check that out. And here's a calendar on the back. Now I do not recognize the other four characters on the back standing behind Deadpool at all. I do not recognize them. And this one has to be done. I mean, this is done by Alec Ross. Look at that. So awesome. So cool. Look at that. And we got the calendar on the back. Check that out. Awesome, huh? And this one is Pit. This is the cover of issue number 4 or 5. I believe so. Pit. Well, not Pit. It's Max versus Pit. So awesome. Check that out. And then on the back we have Spawn and Violator. Check that out. Nice, huh? So cool. So cool. And this is another X-Men mini poster. Now this one is another, oh yeah. And it's done by Greg Capullo also. And we got here Magneto, all the X-Men, X-Factor, and I believe X-Force. We also got Kid. Awesome. Look at it. And even not on the back, it looks cool. Just plain name X-Men, that's it. Look at that. This is another X-Men, but I do not recognize the character on the drawing. I do not recognize that character at all. It's another X-Men. Check that out. And the calendar on the back. Okay. And this one is done by Alec Ross also. Now this is nice. Now this is strong. This is a big, oh yeah. We got everybody here. We got Hawkgirl, Hawkman, Flash, Red Tornado, Satana, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Black Canary, Wonder Woman, Atom Man, I think it's called, Martian Manhunter, Superman, and Batman. Awesome. Check this out. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Just so nice. Now this one will look nice on the frame. And on the back we have like the cover of Ascension. Check that out. Oh, I forgot to mention that we all on here that we got Plastic Man also. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. Look at that. This is nice. This is nice. And the last one is, whoa, we got Hal Jordan, Kyle Reiner, Sinestro, Kilowatt, and those little blue obnoxious Guardians. And I do not recognize I recognize the other four other characters, I don't remember the name of them. This is the Green Lantern, check that out. Look at that. So nice. And look the calendar behind. So awesome. You know, I don't know about you, but in my case, I went through memory where I was cruising on the memory lane. I mean, just looking at this poster, it brings me a lot of memories. Back from the 90s, of the comic book days back in the 90s. Yeah, I know they were very crazy. It was crazy back then. God, that was the decade, that was the speculation decade. The 90s, it was all speculation. You buy a comic book today, 5 minutes later, that same comic book will rise in value about, you pay $2, by 5 minutes later it will be $5. Just like that. And people buy it. But it was crazy back then. It was fun, but it was crazy. It was crazy. A lot of crazy gimmick, crazy covers. And some of those crazy gimmicks and covers, they were awesome. They were really, really, really sharp looking. You know. And also today I opened a like page on Facebook, which is called Roger69501 in the Phantom Zone. So I opened it today because although I have a group page, but I don't know which of the two will work better, if the group page or the like page. So I don't know. So like I said before, no comic book Wednesday for me tomorrow. So